Well, it's a rivalry game and got us to 4-0 in the conference, so big win for our program, and thought it showed our team maturing again. We overcame a lot of adversity. Really did not play very well throughout the whole game. Offensively moved the ball up and down the field, but shot ourselves in the foot and with turnovers, penalties, costly mistakes. And then defensively did not play very well in the first half, but settled down in the second half and controlled the game on that side of the ball. Good thing is we won. We didn't play very well, but we found a way to win, which leaves us, we're 6-1, 4-0, heading into this bye week. We've got to continue to get better. We're not good enough as we currently stand to beat the teams that we've got to beat to get the conference championship. So we've got to use this week to get better. The last bye week, we've got a weird schedule. We're basically playing 2 games in 29 days. So last bye week we used after the Idaho just to kind of get fresh. This week we've got to get better, and we've got to get better fundamentally, and that's what we're going to focus on.
Coach, what's really the plan as you head into this game against UMass? What do the Minutemen present to you as looking ahead at the November 5th game?
Well, they've played an extremely tough schedule. If you look at who they've played, and they've been competitive. Their win-loss record isn't what it. I'm sure it's not what they want it to be. But if you look at it down the line, there's not a game where they have not been competitive. And they lose a close game to Florida where they're in it right into the fourth quarter. Same with Boston College. Had a chance to beat Mississippi State. Have a chance to beat South Carolina. So they've been in every football game, and they're really well coached. I played for Mark Whipple at UMass, so I know what kind of job those guys do. They're really well coached. They're not gonna be intimidated by coming to Troy, Alabama, and playing because they've played in a lot of tough venues. So we're not going to focus on UMass this week. We're going to focus on getting ourselves better, and then starting on Sunday, we'll get locked in on them.
Coach, Jordan Chun was the Offensive Player of the Week in the Sun Belt Conference this week. He did a number of things for your team on Thursday night, but can you really give us your thoughts on what he provided for you guys against the Jaguars?
He's been consistent all year. If you look at him, he's been our most productive player offensively. He's a low 230 pounds. He's also really good pass protection. Does a nice job catching the ball out of the backfield. He put the ball on the ground twice the other night, which can't happen. One of them was a crucial fumble. I thought he did a nice job overcoming that and having some big plays down the stretch. But he's a great player. He's a guy that I think has potential to play on the next level. I'm glad we got him back for another year. He's only a junior. But he's been consistent. He's played at that level all year.
Coach, this is now the second week in a row where your team is receiving points in both the AP Top 25 and the USA Today Coaches Poll. What does that mean to you, and what does that mean to your program?
Well, I think it's deserving, first of all. I mean, we're 6-1. The only loss is to the number 2 team in the country at their place. And I've said this a couple times, we're a questionable call away from being 7-0. So I think it's deserved. I also think what it does, it puts a bullseye on us within our league. Everybody in our league, there's some really quality teams in our league, and everybody's trying to break in there and get in the top 25. And so we've got to understand, we didn't give a top 25. We didn't play like a top 25 team against South Alabama. We just did not play very well. So if that's something that our players want, then we've got to get better and get better fundamentally and get better in a hurry during this bye week.
Coach, do you think against the Jaguars, the 80-yard touchdown play at the end of the first quarter from Brandon Silvers to, I believe it was McCormick, was that really the play that changed the game?
Well, I think there's several of them, really. I mean, we start off the game, and we have a huge play. It looks like we're going to go up on a 79-yard pass on the first play of the game. It gets under review, comes back. We had a 30-plus play the next play. And when we fumbled the ball, and so, we were moving the ball, just doing some uncharacteristically poor things. And so come out, we hit McCormick on the slant, and I was excited for him because he's a guy that we need to step up. And I thought he probably made the biggest plays in the game for us offensively. He had that play, he had a huge third down conversion, and then he had a huge play on our last drive on a speed sweep. So it kind of got us going without question. Was it the play of the game? I don't know. There were several within the game that were deciding the outcome, but that was huge for sure.
And Coach, looking at the schedule ahead, you have your last 4 conference games. 3 of those 4 are against the top teams now in the Sun Belt. I mean, how do you prepare for that last stretch of Sun Belt Conference play?
Well, just taking it. We've got 3 games in a row at home, which is huge. We've got to take advantage of that. I think if you look at the teams that have won the conference championship over the last 10 years, they've defended their home field, and that's what we've got to do. And we're not talking with our football team about conference championships. All we're talking about is getting better. And then they've got to understand that Thursday night wasn't good enough. That wasn't a championship level performance. And for us to get to where we want to be and be able to beat the teams on our schedule in our conference, and we still got to play the App States, Arch States, Georgia Southern, then we've got to get considerably better.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much for your time this morning. As always, we appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, guys.